Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Tzav. The question of the week is, how do you create the balance between Chesed and Gevurah, kindness and strength? So in this week's Torah portion, we learn about the fire consuming the sacrifices on the altar. And the Zohar says, in reference to the fire consuming the sacrifice on the altar, so it says, Aryeh Takifa, like a strong lion, came on it and toirip, and it totally consumed it. And in another place in the Zohar it says that Aryeh Ravra, not a strong but a big lion, Ravi came on Karbana on the sacrifice. So the Rebbe's father asks the question, 1 second. In the Zohar, first it speaks about a strong lion that grabs the sacrifice, and then it speaks about a big lion taking the sacrifice itself. So the Rebbe's father says it's the opposites. And the Rebbe's father explains that you have over here two different expressions. On one hand, you have Takifa, which is referring to Gevurah, and Toirif is also an aspect of Gevurah. On the other hand, you have Raver, which is big, which is really Chesed, and Carbon is also Chesed. Carbon brings close to Hashem. Where do you have these two components? The Rebbe explains as follows. What does the Zohar say? Who comes to grab it? An Aryeh, a lion. So an Aryeh we know is Gevurah. And not only is it Gevurah, but the numerical value of Aryeh, which is 216, is the same numerical value as Gevurah. So on one hand, Aryeh is Gevurah. On the other hand, in the prophets, what does it say? Pnei Aryeh, the face of the lion, is on the right side. So you see that the lion is connected to what? The Chesed. So since the lion has, on one hand, its Gevurah, numerically and in its energy, but on the other hand, the Zohar says it's Chesed, and that's why the Zohar uses two different terminologies. Comes the Rebbe, and the Rebbe says even deeper. Not only there are two different components, but in each component you have both. In other words, when it comes to the sacrifice on the altar, so you have the part where you elevate the sacrifice. And as a Kabbalist, it's called Mamatal, elevating it. That's Gevurah. But at the same time, when you elevate it, you draw down blessings. So that creates the Gevurah and the Chesed in the same experience. The elevation is Gevurah, and bringing down the energy afterwards is Chesed. On the other hand, when we bring a sacrifice, we create nachas ruach, a pleasing fragrance for Hashem. So that's chesed. But in order to create the pleasing fragrance, we have to be on the level of what Kabbalah soil, doing what Hashem wants. So by us doing what Hashem wants, Kabbalah soil, that's Gevurah. So you see that in every area you have the component of both. In other words, when it comes to elevating, which is Gevurah, so you're bringing down, which is Chesed, and when it comes to creating a Nachas Ruach, which is Chesed, it's done by Gevurah. So the answer to the question, how do you create the balance of Chesed and Gevurah? That in every experience, so if it's predominantly a Gevurah experience, our avoid is to bring in Chesed. If it's a Chesed experience, our avoid is what? To make sure there's some Gevurah there, there's some discipline. Just like when you're trying to create a pleasing fragrance for Hashem, make sure there's Kabbalah soul, there's acceptance, and you have Gevurah. And by creating the healthy balance between Chesed and Gevurah, that will make it a picture-perfect relationship with Hashem and with yourself. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to memory of Baruch Ben Ari Leib, Shlomo Yosef, Rachel Baslipa, and Sina Basara. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website, chabad.org. Have a great and blessed week. Shavua Tov.